Fam, this Mind the Mic podcast is proudly brought to you by Manscaped. Before we get into this episode, I want to give you the opportunity to check out manscaped.com and use our promo code Mind the Mic. That's one word, Mind the Mic, for 20% off plus free shipping across the entire website. That's it. Manscaped.com, code Mind the Mic for 20% off plus free shipping across everything on the website, where you can get cool things just like this. The Lawnmower 5.0. Look, it's even got a light, and you can trim up all them unnecessary hairs, get rid of them. It's actually made for the downstairs, but you can use it for both if you want. They also have beard trimmers, especially for the beard. But this one here is actually made for the downstairs. So get amongst it, get rid of all them loose hairs hanging around down there. And once you've done that, make sure you clean up that nose too. So we got the Weed Whacker 2.0 for the nose. The Weed Whacker 2.0 is for the nose and the ears. We all get annoyed by those hairs, don't we? And we got the crop soother. So once you've finished that undercarriage, come get some of this crop soother in your life. What's crop soother? It's an aftershave for the down there. But I've done it. I've tried it. And it doesn't sting like your dad's aftershave. So you're good to go. And if you want to keep it smelling nice, we got the crop preserver. Deodorant for the balls. That's anti-chafing. Not to mention these are waterproof, fam. So if you're like, yeah, but I like those manual ones because I can use them in the shower. Well, never fear. Manscaped is here. Go hard in the shower. It's waterproof, fam. Good present for your dad, for your brother, your boyfriend, your husband. Well, brothers, treat yourself. Go get you some Manscaped in your life. Use promo code Mind the Mic for 20% off plus free shipping across everything on the website. Enjoy the episode. Make sure you subscribe and get some Manscaped in your life. Mind the Mic. Welcome back to another Mind the Mic podcast. I'm your host, Shubz, here with a special guest that I'm very, very grateful to have. He's a pioneer down these parts, a legend of MMA and outside of the world, and a proud Māori brother too. James Te Huna. Tēnā koe, Kazi. How are you?
Good about. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, brother. Another day doing what we love, Kazi. Can't complain.
Awesome.
So,
I had a little nosy on your Instagram page and seen a couple of like a handful of guys there, and I thought, oh man, I want to jump on those potties and have a little listen, because those are fellas I've always been following for a very long time.
oh man, oh that's cool, brother. I like when people like when I research you, you're like, yeah, I seen your mahi cuz, like, yeah, I'll be keen. It's cool when now that we've done a little bit now that people are starting to be like, oh yeah, I know, I'm keen cuz, or even when some people like, I've been waiting for you to message me. Nah, so that's pretty mean. But I guess for anybody that doesn't know you, cuz, and there's probably not many in the world, but can you give us a little background on yourself, cuz, a little synopsis?
Oh,
go as far back as you want, cuz. It's up to you.
Young fella, grew up in Te Whata. My primary school years down there. Then family moved down to South Island. Then we done my high school years in Alexandra.
Oh, true. What was that like? It's a bit different to Whata.
It was. The complete opposite, to be honest.
Yeah, 100.
But
so I used to live in Invercargill, and that was way different to Whakatane.
my first boxing fight in Invercargill.
Yeah, solid.
It's like a military base down there, like an army base down there.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I can't remember. But yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I can't really remember. I still went to Vano down there, but yeah.
I remember being 14 years old. Once I turned 14, my boxing coach, so I've been in the gym for like a couple of years. My boxing coach, you're going to jump in with the boys too. They're going to fight in Invercargill. And I was like, but my mind, I didn't want to do it. And I just said yes, just to please him. And I ended up having a fight down at Invercargill. My first one.
14. How long had you been training by that stage?
I've done like 2 years of boxing in the gym, but
true, before you even got amongst it.
I wasn't really fought, but then I was kind of like I did a lot of I was like I don't know, just always behind sort of thing. Like I struggled to pick things up, when like we'll get taught something. Eh?
Yeah, really? Oh, true.
Yeah, no, I was always the last person to learn something. I just they had learning difficulties.
Oh, true, cuz.
The rest of the young fellas
Turned out all right in the end, cuz. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just through I guess through reps, man, repetition. Like I knew I was thinking, and I knew what I had to do to get better. I was like, damn, we learned how to jab in that class last night. Everyone else got it except for me. Fuck, I'm gonna have to go back and learn jabs in the backyard, going up and down the grass, and that's what I done. So
I reckon now, cuz that, like how you did that. That's probably what made you even a lot of times when people are very talented. I'm not just talking fighting, like whatever, in sports or whatever. Sometimes they can lean on their talent more, but without the repetition, you know what I mean? Cuz so then, whereas you've done that mahi to get to be able to throw the jab or whatever you're doing, it probably makes sense that why you were so good at the craft because you had to work. Cuz
like my drive was I knew I was way behind. I was I knew at an early stage that I was I struggled to learn things and pick things up. So fuck, here we go. I have to go back and do like 1,000 times so I can keep on par with everyone else by the time I come back. So that was just the way I grew up, sort of thing.
So you're 12 years old. You're 12 years old when you first get in the gym. Is there like a reason? Well, was there bullying?
My father put me and my older brother into the gym. My older brother was a talented one. He was whatever he done, he was just naturally gifted. And I wasn't. But he put my brother in there and then myself in there as well. Probably I needed a lot of emotional regulation because I was like a scared, frightened kid. Had many difficulties, man. Like just a young, shy, timid kid that would pop his lid every now and then over something so small. So it was like almost like sometimes the talk of the family sort of thing. Raised up or what for like something so small that be a toy taken away from him. Yeah, that was me, bro. Yeah.
See. Oh, and what about the competitive edge? Did you hate losing and stuff like that, cuz? Or
I hated being behind everyone else. It was just like a ratchet. Like I'm doing the same amount of work as everyone else, and everyone's getting it, but I'm not.
And then you see your brother just sassing it up easy,
yeah, man. Yeah, but like I guess like now that I'm older and see talents in sports, and you go, okay, there's like a talented kid over there, and you hear it and see it every single day. Like, oh, these young fellas will be so much. You'll be someone really, you'll be great. You'll be a world champion if you just stuck at it. And then meanwhile, because talent looks pretty, talent looks pretty. It looks pretty, but those fellas don't really like. I know heaps of coulda, woulda, shouldas.
Yeah.
And then the ones that don't look pretty, that just look like they're not gifted at all. Keep an eye on those fellas, because like they just rep, and next minute they're playing the NRL. Next minute they're fighting the UFC. Next minute,
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, because I think of some of the breathers that cracked it. I was like, "Fine, you were useless there," but but they just main.
We all know heaps of those fellas there. They're very good now, but then when you look back, like a couple of years back, you think
you wouldn't even know, that they were gonna be in the NRL or whatever.
Yeah,
100. Even the other way too. What you see, because like heaps of ones that the Koroshiro Woros and in so many different sports, especially with our people, Māori, Pacifica people, so much talent, cuz blessed with talent. A lot of except for you, but you worked that, my cousin. But you worked.
I was thinking, away. Even when I got to the UFC, I didn't even see myself as good. Like,
true.
No, like I just knew that I copped a lot of hits and stuff. Like, I was a talented fighter and I wasn't gifted. I didn't know, like, I guess, like, the way I got good or was able to win fights was definitely not through my skill and talents. I think it was definitely through my willingness and like I knew for me to win a round, or like even if it's in training or sparring or whatever you're doing, I'm like, okay, well, fuck, I won't win this first round, but I'm gonna win the fight sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I was
true.
like, okay, well, how can I
Okay.
win this fight? How can I win this fight knowing that I'm coming against someone that's much more skillful than me? And I don't have the fighting skills, but okay, what if I go out there and straight from the bow, instead of our pace being here, what if I just like take it up to here and push that pace, get him to hang with me? I know that no one will be able to hang with me because I practiced that for many years. Like whenever I got in the gym, I was made sure that I was the last person to leave, and I always win, always be the hardest worker in the gym. Like if I walked in a gym full of like guys and fighters, or like look everyone, and go, hey, fuck, there's some talent around here, some hard workers here, there's some really skillful blokes that are really, you know, much better than me. I know they won't be able to hang with me because I'll drag them in the trenches, and they won't come out of the trenches. So I was like, that was my kind of mindset, you know, like
Nah, I get it because you had some high volume fights there,
hang of me.
Yeah, but you had some high volume fights, cause like just like a lot of fucking you're right there.
So every time the bell went or whatever we started, it was like I set the pace. My standard was like bang here like that, and I set that standard straight up. And then those who were willing to match me, sweet. I was like, oh yeah, fuck, we'll see how long you last, boy. That was my kind of mindset.
Yeah. That's interesting, cuz to say, bro, I wasn't a talented fighter, G. I just fucking knew that I could outwork motherfuckers. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. So yeah, I was still a stink fighter. I just
no. That's still smart because you still gotta be good enough to win. Like you could have just got a dong and that's it. You know what I mean?
Oh, even like I laugh like competing against like former UFC champs, and I was like, fuck, I'm not even a good fighter. I just like I just done reps and just worked hard sort of thing, and like, but no one likes to hear that. Eh? No one likes to hear that. Like no one likes to hear hard work. But you talk about skill, how to build skills and stuff like that, what to do to get good.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you bring up about hard work, reps, long training, long time of fucking putting in work, it was like everyone's ears shut down.
How did you go in their first boxing fight? And
so I forgot his name. Here's another Māori boy. I think he had a 1 or 2 fights already. It was my first fight. But I went out there and I was like, oh man, I'm stinking. I'm not even meant to be here. So the bell wins.
So that was actually in your mind, cuz like
yeah. Always like kind of I grew up since I was good, feeling like I was stink all the time. But
this is crazy because this is tripping me out because by all my life in my head, I'm the fucking man. Jesus, my head, you know. And then I just like, I'm stinking. Let's go. Yeah, my man.
Wow. But then, I know the first fight, like I went out there and then the bell went. So I thought, oh no, I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah. So then went 3 rounds, and then the last bell went. I was like, shit, sweet. No one died. I'm still alive. And the other guy was the winner. And I thought, fuck, sweet. We both got out of this.
Make it through and not fucking.
Yeah, we both got out of this without getting punched in the head. Meaning, I didn't get hit. He didn't get hit, but he won the fight because he was trying to chase after me. I was running away. And then hit the fight. And realized, oh shit, okay, well. I survived it. Okay, like sweet. I'm a little bit stronger than what I was yesterday. And then just keep going at it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Go again. 2. And then like how long what was that like out? Like at an army thing, was it a pretty dodgy setup out? Like this thing or was it all right?
Oh yeah, it was just how you had imagine. I think it was at a hangar or something.
Oh true, yeah, the hangar.
Like there's this ring in the middle, and it would have been like, oh no, so 150 in the audience.
Oh yeah.
Just men.
What was that like for you? Like performing in front of
Scary
an
as.
audience?
Scary as.
Scarier, like it's scarier than the fight, or what?
All of it was just scary. The scary was walking out with these men watching. I'm thinking, fuck, and I had my hats on, and then I just put the hat down a little bit lower so no one could see me how frightened I was.
Yeah.
And afterwards, still kind of shaking and stuff, but not much changed after that either. I got like frightened every time I walked up to the ring, and then frightened when I was
or even in the octagon.
Yeah.
Even when you're freaking Men in Black.
No, like I was scared when the lights and the camera went on me. Oh, fuck.
Guys, run us through that. Whose idea was that? Was it your idea or
It's funny. We're over in London for a couple of weeks.
Yep.
The whole team, and it was like 5 of us. But then because we're training around each other and they're living with each other for 2 weeks solid, it was we're clashing. Just too much time around each other. Yeah, we're clashing, and the team's like separating, and bit of a disconnect there. So fuck. So me and one of the other guys were like a week out from the fight, and we just talking one night. Everyone else is in their room and just quiet and disconnected. We were watching. I think we were talking about entrances and stuff like that, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I would love to do that. It'd be pretty cool to do an entrance. It'd be pretty cool to do one with us and try and bring everyone together, sort of thing."
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Oh, yeah, it might be something we could do." And I was like, I already had the idea in my head. So I was like, okay, well, like always like Will Smith and Men in Black would be pretty cool, do a little 10-second little skit and then walk out. So he gave me his opinion, and then we rolled with it. We just got everyone together and cleared the lounges in the lounge room, and then went on YouTube, got a tutorial, and then just we got the guys together, and then everyone started laughing and connecting the game. Yeah, and that was the main thing. Everyone
team bonding,
and it worked, man. It worked. That 1 week leading into the fight, everyone got connected. The team got connected again, and we're laughing as we're doing it. Just being like little kids. It was a fun thing to do. So then next minute we bought the suits and then the glasses, and then went out there and we dressed up, and walking backstage, and we got ushered behind the curtains before we walked out. And then all the UFC staff and everyone's kind of giving us a sign on, look what this guy's up to. And I'm like, trying to act cool while looking nervous as, and we're lined up behind the curtains. And then by then, I heard our music playing. Yeah. Men in Black. And I started sweating hard out. I got the Ray-Bans on. Yeah. They pulled the curtains, and I go, fuck. Oh, my freaking glasses started fogging up because
the sweat and all that.
Fogging up. I was starting going with the music, and everything's blurry. The cameraman in front of us with a bright light. I couldn't see nothing, so I just followed this bright light all the way out and just fucking played it cool, pretended that I knew what I was doing.
That looked all good, cuz. Hey, do you reckon Izzy, when he walks out and does those kinds of things, do you think he gets any of that nerves or nah?
Oh fuck! I don't know. Like, everyone's got a different stress response, and my one was definitely different than everyone else's, I think.
But like, even just hearing about like your mentality, you always felt like you didn't belong there, but you're like, fuck, I'm here now, I'm gonna outwork whoever, I'm gonna give it my all, like, like, whereas that fella, like the way he rolls, you like feel like the baby feels like, oh, born for this, you know what I mean, sort of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he does get nervous. I don't know. How do you reckon who you got tomorrow out of the main card?
I don't know, just whoever turns up.
Yeah.
It turns up, I see. Yeah, just I can't even pick one. I've never really picked winners, really.
Oh, true.
No,
not a betting man, cuz.
Hey,
not a betting man.
You never know. You never know what could happen. Like someone could wake up on the wrong side of the bed and just have like a not be on sort of thing.
Have you had that in your career?
Well, like, yeah, I've woken up feeling oh, this is going to be awesome, man. This is going to be sick. I know, really good. I feel good.
Oh,
Feel
true.
good. Good night's sleep, good camp, everything. Go out there and photo airs, like, think. And then there's been fights where I've prepared like shit. Injuries should not be fighting. Gone out there and then like had stuff all sleep, nervous as, and gone out there and fucking had one of the best fights of my life. So I can't pick it.
Yeah. So there's no real perfect preparation. Like, it is what it is. So you just
Yeah. So it's I'm still trying to figure that
out. So you go from fighting in this hangar. You do how many fights do you do as a young fella before you become a man? I guess.
I've done a handful of boxing matches, then kickboxing, then jiu-jitsu, then wrestling, then MMA. Then once I started competing in MMA, there was only like a small handful of us in Sydney that were doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When did you move to Sydney though? How old are you when you had all that?
17.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Came here when I was 17. Then by then I just come over here and kickbox and then wrestled and MMA, and then there was like 5 of us that were doing it, small handful, and then we would travel to this place. It's like a Brazilian black belt.
Yeah.
Not many back then. And then we're training with him, and he became the coach for Mark Hunt. And then the coach called up to me one day and goes, "Hey, can you come in tomorrow on the weekend? And I need you to be a partner for this guy, like a rolling partner." Yeah, sweet. So I rocked up there and rocked up a little bit late, and Mark was like, running around the mats, warming up. I was like, fuck. Got starstruck from one days,
Yeah, of course. Game one.
Yeah, I was just starstruck as, and then just played it cool, and then just started warming up, and yeah, just met him from there. That would have been 2004 or something.
Fuck,
and then
true.
he was
20 years ago, cuss.
Yeah, I think he was preparing for his first fight in Pride or second fight in Pride. Yeah, but I was like, he played a massive role in my path to fight as well. Like David Turr played a massive role in my part.
Oh yeah, the Usos, the Amigos.
Yeah, what you saw on TV, and David Turr had media time and TV, so you watch him. I was like, fuck this, and just the way he conducted himself, and he's respectful,
rock solid, rock solid, old Dave,
and others. Yeah. And man, what a good man. He's a good man.
That's what Mark said too. He's like, because Mark played rugby league with him when they were kids, and Mark was saying, like, one thing I say about Dave, he's the realest. Like, no matter what, from when we were kids, through everything, all the money and all the stuff that happened, and so he's still the same fella. Like, he's still God-fearing man, still respectful. Like, obviously don't fuck around, but but yeah, I was like, fuck, true. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah.
But the first time I met him, one of my mates, he's a good mates of him from back in Auckland.
Yeah.
He goes, he's over in Sydney doing to come out on a Sunday morning and have like early breakfast. I said, yeah, sweet, awesome. 4 of us, right? So we met Dave there, and I was spitting out. It's only like a few years ago too. And then it was a Sunday morning. The breakfast buffet just opened up, and we were the first ones there. We're the only ones there, nice and early. And there's this fella at the front, and he's at the reception, and I've gone up and went to pay for my breakfast buffet. So I gave him my money, paid for it. He just looked like he didn't want to be there. This fella, but he did not want to be there. And then I walked forward, and then Dave was behind me. He goes, hey, Jamie, did you already fix yours up? Let me pay for yours. I said, oh no, I've already fixed mine up. He said, no, please. And he turns to the guy, and he goes, excuse me, sir, I understand that he already paid for his breakfast, but I'd like to pay for everyone's breakfast here. And I was like, oh no, And then like, all went, no, you know, being polite to one another. And then like Dave was like, Dave, no, I've got this. So like it was, you know, just a good start to the morning.
Yeah.
And the guy that the guy at the reception looked straight at Dave and goes, "Oh no, sorry, mate, can't do that. No. Just but rule, not in a good way."
Oh, dude, like an ugly tone.
You really squashed the tone of the, you know, what we were all feeling. Like,
yeah.
And then
killed the buzzer.
Put Dave on the spot, and we were like standing next to Dave, and I was like, oh. And I was like thinking, fuck, okay, yeah, crickets. Yeah. Dave goes, looks straight into the eyes, gets closer, and goes, yes, you can. And, oh man, I remember there being there. I was people watching it. Like, oh fuck! I did not want to be there. Right? Oh fuck! Now, fuck, this is a serious thing. And the guy goes at the reception and goes, yes, just give me 1 second and we'll sort it out.
Fuck around with David Tour.
And I was there, and my heart was fucking beating like 1,000 beats a minute. Fucking fuck.
Yeah.
I love that. He just stands his ground.
Yeah. But still
just,
like that, but it was just a solid way, yeah. No yelling or anything. Just like
he's
the high
such a good role model for, you know, Pacific and Māori people. Yeah.
Yeah, always. And what a boxer too, yeah. What a fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, those fellas, they don't like if something's not right, they don't let it slide. They're like, you know, they'll fight against it.
Yeah.
Mark as well. Mark's like that too. You know, back with the
Mark's
UFC.
Mark's a G, yeah. Like they give a fuck.
Yeah. But then I think others don't realise that, you know, if he wins the lawsuit and everything and raises the standard, like if he wins there, and then UFC is going to have to up their pay, which in turn, you know, all us followers that are fighting, our pay pack is going to be higher. There's a lot of UFC fighters in there at the moment that are keeping quiet as a mouse, and I was one of them too. Just happy being a participant and getting
company, just staying in the company. Yeah. I can understand it too, cuz though, like I can understand Mark being, you know, just being like, but obviously he's had to go through the ringer, and it's cost him a lot of money and all of that stuff. But I love his stance on it. But I can also understand people just being like, fuck, like this is my livelihood, G, like what do I do? Yeah, so I can understand it being a bit hard. You know what I mean? People. Yeah, hard.
Yeah. I was the same too. Like Mark was like, oh no, you deserve more money. I was like, oh yeah. You know, just it wasn't until afterwards I came down. I was like, yeah. But bro, when I was in the UFC, man, I worked it out with the amount of money that I made in the UFC for those 6 years that I competed in the UFC. I worked it out. If I worked at McDonald's, I would have made more money.
What?
Per year.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
how many fights did you have in the UFC?
By 10. So I worked it out. Like, fighters deserve a hell of a lot more money because, I mean, you'll get a large sum of money for a fight, but if you're injured and that's it, you know, that's it's not good.
Because how did it work? Because when is it that you get paid certain and you get paid to show up and all of that, or something like that?
Yeah, well, you have a fight, you get paid for your fight.
Yeah.
So I would have a fight, and then maybe I'll be injured for like a year or something. Then rely on that, you know, $30,000 to get me through the rest of the year.
True, cars, and then, but even those bonuses, surely those can go up. I know they've brought them up. They've put them up a couple of times, but like, haven't they been like 50 G's or whatever for ages, or 75? It might be now. I don't know. But surely, fuck, because they make a cooling. Yeah, they make a cooling. Shout out, but shout out to those standing in the gap, because like you said, it'll set a precedent if it all comes through, and a lot of people will thank their fella.
I love what he stands for. He doesn't give in. Like if something's not right, he'll stand up. He's always been like that.
100. Even if these trannies trying to threaten him, see the tranny one?
Hey, what have you done?
No, he was telling us about their tranny. Some tranny that was trying to threaten him like he's gonna kill him or something like this. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that online?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah. But I can't
Everyone's
remember.
got a
It
voice.
was someone that it was something that. But then they were connected to the lawyers or something, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like it wasn't just like a troll. It was like a planted one.
Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, fucking if. But I'm all about that because I mean, we're Maori just because we fucking had shit confiscated from us forever. Same as our brothers over here. Stand up, do your thing. Like I'm down with that, cause whatever. G. Even some people say because like some of the homies were like, oh, if you get Mark, like when they seen Mark on, they go, oh, you might not be able to get people from the UFC on. Then now like, oh well, fucking then what? Oh well, what it is.
Yeah.
There's freedom of speech not allowed.
Yeah.
But so I was like, oh well.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I grew up. Yeah, I grew up with those fellas that were they're really good role models, man. Really good role models. And and they got to know Mark, and then Mark helped me out so much, and then I was like I was Bricky's labouring and then training to fight around here, like before I got to the UFC. And then I was training with him, and the Mark goes, hey, you should like come with me over to Japan. I was like, oh no, because I couldn't afford to go over there. Then he brought me over there a couple of times, and
but I heard he's like that, just fucking help heaps of brothers out like that,
Yeah, man. He didn't need to, but he did. And then over there, I was like, "Wow, this is full on." Like the Pride shows were next, like on another level.
True.
They were on another level. Like their openings, the whole show was just, man. But yeah, I remember Mark saying that he would. I remember him saying that because you should have a shot there, and I was like, oh no, nah. I'll just keep on, training and stuff. I'm not, not there yet. He goes, no, you should give it a go. And I was like, is he having me on, or can I get there? So I had that played in my mind. So then when he said that small little line, it played on my head, and then I thought, fuck, okay, well, like put a bit of maybe believe a little bit that I could do it. And then I started pushing myself a little bit harder after that.
Yeah.
All
right. And then what's the first initiation into fighting like an MMA fight?
Initiation,
when do you first have your first MMA fight like belt?
What's that? 21, I think.
Had you already before these Japan things?
No, yeah. So I turned 21 and started doing MMA fights around here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then after a couple of years, then I met Mark. About a year. Then met Mark, and then Mark was fighting over there in Pride, and I started rolling, still competing nationally in Australia. And then then Mark got me a trial fight in Pride, one fight trial fight. And so at that time too, I got it. I was like, "Fuck, this is it." I've always wanted to fight in Pride.
Yeah.
Then it's when Pride went bust, or UFC bought Pride, and then
that's how you ended up there.
Yeah, so that was my chance.
Oh, hey, shout out to the Oos, man. Eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah. He's done a lot for me and a lot for others too.
Yeah. Even and it's cool too that because obviously a lot of the boys even that he's helped now would be in the company, but even him, he's even though he's obviously fighting for everybody to get more putia, he understands them and doesn't even because I said to him, I was like, did you have to did anyone distance himself? He's like, no, I did, because I understood I'm gonna go on this mission and they're still working in there, I can't.
Yeah.
Nah, good on them.
Yeah,
a
lot of fighters around here owe Mark quite a lot. It's He's done heaps for us. He's done heaps for us.
So when you say like true pioneers of MMA, especially on this side of the world, like he'd be up there, then there.
Yeah. He's definitely a leader. Yeah. It's kind of like I know. I think being in the fighting world too, you're like, when you're competing as well, it's almost like all about you as well, because you're the one in your fighting, but you kind of like lose track of those that are around you, supporting you, helping you out, sort of thing.
Oh, okay, just tunnel vision on what you're doing.
Yeah, I didn't really notice until I came out of fighting and went to so when I retired, I started working with NRL teams doing their contact, doing all their ruck, their wrestling, and then I went to the teams and been doing it for the last 7 years now. So fuck, why are these teams like supporting each other, and why is their output up? Like, why are they? Because I love hearing about performance, what makes people perform, what makes teams perform, and just really having that support, can take you a long, long way. If you do try and do it yourself, you only you hit that. There's a certain limit, but then if you're supportive of others as well, and then others support you as well, then you'll jump up another level as well.
Pushing each other, yeah.
Yeah.
What teams have you done like the wrestling in that forecast, or can you see? Or
Dragons, Cronulla, Eels, Newcastle. Now I've been with Penrith for the last 2 years.
Hey, champ. Hey.
Man, I've learned so much from being in NRL teams and as well.
What can you see that you've learned?
About high performing athletes and coaches. How it's like the actual professionals, like they. I don't know. It seemed like when I was fighting, it seemed like everyone was kind of winging it.
Yeah.
And then
it was so new too, cuz like it was so new too. Like, when you talk about fighting, like the MMA thing, new as.
It was just pretty much like winging it, and if something worked, we kept that. We kept that system, and then carried on to the, But in sport, in teams, and that, like this communication and connecting activities, connection, massive. It's huge. It's huge. Can if there's disconnect in the team, a disconnect in the environment, then you only get so far. But then if everyone's connected, intentionally and meaningful, and then this is going, the communication, sky's the limit.
What have you noticed? Because you've been at other clubs, but like when it comes to Penrith, can you pinpoint yourself like as can you see like just like why they have so much success there, like from your mahi?
Hard to pinpoint, but something that, and I'm pretty sure like everyone's different. Everyone has like something that stands out for them, that what they see. And for myself, I see, compared to the other clubs that I've been with, probably it definitely stands out for me is Pacifica, Māori, Indigenous people are themselves, and they're comfortable being themselves.
Oh, well, and I think that media, that old Sydney media don't like that, the NRL media. I don't think they like that, cuz. They say they're too loud, they're too, they're too cocky, or if they're too cocky, beat them then. Beat them and shut them up then.
I think it's just those old ways from a couple of 100 years ago, trying to squash everyone else's ways,
that's right.
Cultural ways.
But that's it, like it doesn't fit into. And I think about it too, because a lot of the ones
their system,
doesn't fit into their system and their box there, because that's not us, that's not it. You gotta be quiet, you gotta be humble, like I don't really like. I don't even really like that word, cause humble, because not like humility. Yes, like have humility, but I don't think it's like if you're proud and like of your achievements, I think you can be boast about it and not be whakahihi or demeaning to someone else. You know what I mean? I think you can still be like, fucking over, celebrate yourself. Like you did that. You put that mahi in. Yeah. Fucking oath. Be happy. Shit.
Those fellas being themselves, man, and
Fuck, that's a
the
cool one, cuz I like it. That's a good
yeah,
one.
just everyone
Yeah.
talks well, and everyone bees themselves. Everyone's comfortable in their own skin.
Yeah.
I've been to other clubs where the Pacific boys, Māori boys, Indigenous boys are like,
Quiet.
there's like meetings and like where players are going to speak up, and they're just like, well, no. I'll just have my lane sort of thing. Yeah.
True. Whereas in
Yeah.
Penrith, the brothers all have, they got a say in overi in that day, and they got
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Well, they're more
but you can
comfortable
see it, eh?
like in expressing,
Yeah,
sharing, expressing, being themselves. Yep.
that's cool. But that's awesome, man. That's on, and it makes sense when you just see the success, and then you see the flamboyancy, not just on the field but off the field. The boom boxes, the hairstyles, the dancers, the bloody, when they got the dub there and the songs they make it up like even though they are like up the wires in that and Kiwis all blacks, but go Queensland. But seeing that G, like it just made me go, fuck, good on you boys. Like when they did that, good on you fellas.
It's awesome, eh? Awesome seeing like, different identities being able to and cultures being able to share themselves more.
Yeah, be embraced
Yes.
and be
Yeah,
loud and proud and not
connects
be like,
everyone.
yeah, because you can be proud to be proud Māori, be proud Samoan, be proud, Tongan, be
Yeah.
proud, Indigenous brother, and still have love for each other. Yeah, we don't have. There doesn't have to be differences because of that. You don't have to hate on each other. I like that, and that's what I think. A lot of that, I guess, it's like legacy or dinosaur media is missing out on the fact that hey, these fellas are together and they are like they're solid and they roll together, and these are all like you said, these different cultures. They're all like together, like pumping it up, and there's got to be some secret and some ingredients over there as to why. There you go. I think that's a big one now. I heard I don't know if you know Jake Webster, but he used to play for Storm, Kiwis, Titans back in the days. But he coaches over in actually he's the director of rugby at Keighley Cougars and over in England. But he was saying, because I said to him, why do you, because he was there when the Storm began, and I said to him, why do you think, because the Storm, they didn't have any junior pathways really or anything, like they poach the talent from all over the place. I said, why do you think they are so successful? And his sort of philosophy was that it's because a lot of like in Melbourne, it's an AFL city, right? Rugby league's not really a thing. So most of the people that live in Melbourne all come from, or they play for Melbourne, all come from outside of Melbourne. So they have to sort of get together, whanaungatanga, they have to connect and they have to be with each other a lot. So they build a bond, which is similar to what you said, cuz. And and then if you don't fit in, you get booted out because you don't fit in. Whereas in Sydney, there's 9 teams or whatever it is, 8 teams, whatever. And up there, a lot of people that some of the team will be from Sydney or maybe half, and then they all go into their own friend group, so they don't maybe kick it as much with each other. But and that was the first time I ever heard someone say that about the Storm. Obviously you can say salary cap, whatever, but still takes 17 men to win the game. Yeah, like yeah. Nah, that's on, cuz. I thought we were coming on here for MMA, but the next month we're getting about why the Panthers are so successful. I like it.
No, but I really love what makes a person perform, not only like an athlete, like just a man.
Yeah.
How does a man perform throughout his day? What gets him, being at his best? I love learning about that and learning about like how you can show up.
And what's it for you? What's the answer for you?
Many tools, many tools. I don't know. A whole bunch of tools. Big tool bag. Gotta show up. Tool bag can't show up for nothing.
Yeah. Solid just got a big tool bag. That's all, I guess. Yeah. But I get what you're saying. Just the psychology of learning how individuals, how they become great or what makes them tick, stuff like that. Hard. Fisher Harris, obviously.
Have you ever growing up, or when I was fighting and stuff, I was just fucking trial and error sort of thing, and trying to deal with my own emotions and trying to figure it out along the way, and trying new things, making mistakes, learning from them, go again. Yeah.
When what's the biggest crowd you performed in front of?
I don't even know. I wouldn't even know.
Do you know where it was, maybe? Or
I remember like being in Vegas was quite cool, like performing at the MGM, the
yeah,
Grand Garden Center. Then I remember like looking the opposite, and there's Glover Teixeira, and I'm like, fuck. I'm scared. And then I look through the cage fence, and then Mike Tyson's standing up out of his seat. He's clapping. He's looking at me, and I'm going, "Oh fuck, he's Mike Tyson." And then yeah, you ready? Let's go. And I was like, "Oh fuck." Yep.
True. So was that crowd more nerve-wracking than their first fight in Invercargill in the hangar? Like that crowd, that Vegas crowd? Or were you good by? Were you a bit better by then?
Oh yeah. No, that first fight was definitely in the hangar. Was
That's the one, hey guys.
Yeah,
That's the one.
Yeah.
First
It
time.
was just my parents walking in there and doing, going through the whole process, but it helped me out massively. It helped me, I guess, be able to get, you pick up all the skills there from like combat sports, what combat sports provides. Like you get the opportunity to learn about, discipline, respect, how to control your emotions, how to keep yourself calm under the, while you're in the storm. Many things. Yeah.
How do you keep yourself calm while you're in the storm?
It was funny that, like, I see a therapist about my I see a therapist about some of the habits that I'm always not happy about. Habits, always trying to change and learn things and get better to improve our lives. So my therapist talks about like stuff that you've been brought up in that helps with that programs you into who you are right now. Because all these different events and everything is an accumulation of what builds you into you. So it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. Reading books and
lots of unlearning to do, because I feel like lots of unlearning to be had, like, or unlearning behaviors that we've been conditioned by from from upbringings, violent upbringings, alcoholic, drugs, fucking, uncle bully stuff. Like, I come from a bit of that too, cause I get what you're saying, because there's a lot of shit today. Because when I see like with my kids, I'm like, bro, I don't want to be fucking like, bro, I don't want to smack them, G. Like, I don't like any of that, because like fucking hurt my soul, G. Like, I'm like, I don't want any of that, or I just don't want them to have any of that, buzz. But obviously, our parents, our grandparents, whoever raised us, they did the best that they could with what they knew. I understand. Yeah. But you're right, so many things that I'm learning, and this wouldn't be my journey this year too, is unlearning so many things that I don't like about what I get up to, or how I process shit, or how I react. Big thing is that I got this thing here, because it says just as a sorry, cuz go. It says the bro sent it to me yesterday, and I really liked it. But it says just as a snake sheds its own skin, you must shed your past over and over again, unlearn everything you have been taught, and release through everything your own experiences and soul teaches you. I don't know, I really liked it, brother, because it's like, fuck yeah, like every day you can, like you said, cuz when you do you before, I can't remember verbatim what you said, but it was sort of just, go again, or wake up the next day and go again. It was something like that. I can't remember, but those ones, I
think, just like you're going back and like you're with a professional, like I'm trying to work things out myself and trying to do things myself. Sometimes you go into your cave, especially with males and men. You go, if they got a problem, they go in their cave, try to sort it out, then they come back out. Sometimes, you might be in that cave longer than you should, or sometimes, unfortunately, some men don't ever come out of that cave. but it's always good to like if you got something like if you need your car fixed, you go to a mechanic. You don't try and fix it yourself. If it's a big problem, you go to the mechanic, get it fixed. And then if you got stuff you want to help out with this, so I'm seeing my therapist for that because he's
You're an expert for that.
He's a professional. It's what he does. That's his mahi. That's his profession.
And how would you say it's helped you, cuz through therapy? Because there's obviously a lot more people talk about going to therapy and that nowadays, but there's still there's still a huge stigma on it with I think with our people.
Yep.
You sort of shut the fuck up and get on with it. Hard on up.
Well, the thing is, if you went to a therapist, that old thought comes in your head. Oh, yeah, is there something wrong with you, sort of thing, But then, like, I'm listening to, so I love, following some of the most successful people in the world, and they have their own therapists. So I'm like, these everyone has problems. Like, some of the richest men in the world and most successful entrepreneurs in the world, they have their own therapists because they got shit in their head. They got to process and come out the other side. You can't do everything yourself. So, this way I look at it.
Yeah, no, good point. And you're right, because a lot of successful people are miserable too, because like they might be successful. There's I think people think that like what's that old adage, like money doesn't make you happy. Like obviously it can lessen pressures and all of that kind of stuff, but if the mind or what like you said, all that kind of stuff isn't right, you're still not going to be happy. You have $1 billion or you have $1. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
But you can do more things, obviously. What's that?
Yeah, definitely helped me out heaps. Just got to understand things on events that happened when my years, and then led me to doing these things and stuff like that. It's quite interesting, Very interesting.
Solid. Can you don't have to, guys, but is there anything out of that you can share that maybe someone might be able to resonate with out there?
So like my brother and many other mates, when they get into conflict or fight or something that's threatening towards them, fight, flight, or fight or flight, stress response, they fight, boom, racks, bang, go at it. I've never been like that.
Oh, even you're not like that. True.
No,
wow.
No, never been like that. So when I hear conflict or something or if I'm in like a dangerous or threatening situation, I can't do anything. I'm frozen in my body. So freeze, right? Yeah. But when I'm under threat or in danger, I freeze. So that's fight, flight, or freeze. So that's my stress response. Funny that, starting up the freeze response, it stems from events that have happened where you were in a threatening situation or dangerous situation and you couldn't escape or do anything about the situation. So you couldn't fight, you couldn't flight, run away. So then your body goes into shutdown mode.
Oh, okay. So when you're younger, something's happened and you froze back then, like it was shut down, and you couldn't do anything. Oh, true.
Yeah. So my father experienced a horrific event when he was younger. He witnessed his parents. His father stabbed to death his mother, and my old man watched it. And then he turned around and he slit his throat. So it was a murder suicide. So my dad's 12 years old and he experienced that, heavily traumatized. Then as me and my brother growing up, we were experiencing his crisis, every month. So it was like a repetitive cycle of trauma, like the crisis, and trying to work out what the triggers were, and we'll erupt into rage. And then after that rage will come guilt, then try to finish himself off, and then we'll jump in and try to help him and support him and bring him back to here, and then going through that whole process since day dot. But then when you're going to crisis, me as a kid, I'll be in with mum, and then the man's in the crisis, and then my brother will be the first one to do the bolt, run to someone that he trusted, the new dad, because we lived on Te Huna, we lived on the outskirts, Then while he was gone, there's a lot of stuff that he didn't experience, and I experienced, and I was like frozen in my body, like fighting to the max. So that was just me.
True.
And then learning about the stuff, the stress responses, like if you're the fight stress response, when you're in danger, when you're feeling threatened, your heart rate starts skyrocketing, your blood pressure starts rising, everything, right? Your heart's in max. And then interesting enough with freeze, because your body shuts down, your heart rate starts plummeting, your blood pressure starts plummeting. So it's like you're frozen, you go off.
So you literally can't move.
Yeah. So I had been a young fellow experiencing that, and I was like, oh fuck. And then when I come out, when that incident passed, I'll be like, massive shame on myself and guilt for not doing anything to help protect mum, to help stop, the old man with his, turning our world upside down. So like I grew up with like massive, and I was like, fuck, I want to try and do something about that. So then like fighting helped me with that. Like I was looking at fighting, okay, I want to try and get my old man back. And then
was that a big
that was my mind before. I'll try and get him back, And then I kept on fighting. So it's funny enough, like kind of I was attracted to fighting, but scared in fighting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I worked out after all these years. Every time I jumped into that ring, when I went through the whole process, the ring and everything, that was me trying to regain control of what I didn't have control of when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just going straight to that environment again where I feel threatened, in danger, and try to take control of it.
Fucking hell, this is the journey, cuz. Holy rick.
Funny enough, too, like the last couple of years I've been getting right into like cold plunge and stuff like that.
Yeah. What are the benefits for you? Like, what do you think that's helped?
Oh no, just give you
besides freezing the bolos off.
No. Funny enough, like I started doing the cold plunge, right? So like as I'm going to do something hard, difficult, or life-threatening, right? Because the cold's, life-threatening.
Shock. Yeah.
I watch my heart rate. It'll be like 100, then 80, then 70, then 60, then 50, then 45. Just before I jump in there. Just like my body shut down.
Plummet.
The stress response.
Wow.
My body shuts down here. So when I'm under threat or like in a difficult situation, my body starts switching off.
True. And even now, still. Like when you...
Yep. But now I'm going through therapy, trying to retrain the psyche that you're not that
Well, it's been like 40 years of that takers plus
repetitive is what worked, I guess, to get me out of that. To survive what I was experiencing.
Fuck, that's buzzier. Holy.
Yeah.
Which fight did you enjoy the most out of all your fights?
None of them really. I didn't enjoy any fights. Every time the fight was over, the only time I enjoyed the fight was when it was over. Definitely would have been Joey Brouch. I fought this Mexican dude, Joey Brouch.
Oh yeah, that dude. Yeah,
he doesn't look crash hot, but he's just one of typical Mexican, just tough as nails. Does not, hard tears they come. Would not like take a step back. He's just he's known to be a hard nut. Doesn't look flash or anything, but just he just comes forward and just like a zombie, Yeah. And, first minute of the fight, I've kind of thought, okay, well, I'm going to get this guy. And now it's the first time I come across someone where my skills are better than the other person. So then I'll pop this jab and then threw him a punch and then broke my fist on his head. And then
it's true. When was it? In the fight? Really?
First minute of the fight.
Oh.
And then I thought, oh shit, I think it's broken. So I threw it again. And then, yep, it's definitely broken. And then I thought, okay, well, I got 3 limbs left. So I threw a leg kick, but then my top of my foot hit his kneecap. And a crack. And I put it
Bro, how
back down.
does this gun?
I started limping hard. I was like, fuck, I think it's broken. So I threw it again. And next minute, yep, that's broken too. So then, had that fight, and then got to the end, and then we're both, it was gutsy performance by both of us, and then we both ended up sharing the same room in the hospital as we both got patched up and ended up. But we're like, good mates after that. Eh? It's a good thing, like to have a fight with a person. Like a lot of people don't understand is when how do 2 guys come together and have a fight, and why are they so friendly to one another after the fight? Well, here's the thing. When you go and prepare yourself for a fight and you go through the whole process, you are having that many, you're through the trenches. You're going through the trenches. You're going through so much sacrifice. You're going through so much pain and hurt, and some successes as well. Like you're going to have your good days and bad days. And then no one around you understands what you're going through except for your opponent. So then when you guys have that fight, as soon as the fight's over, you have like a mutual respect for each other, because you understand, like the only person that understands what you went through is the guy that you just fought. And like that's why there's a nod there after each fight. There's like an instant relationship right there.
Yeah, there's some mean psychology on that, cuz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what was your reasoning for finishing? Did you just had enough, or was it pay?
I had like my last 4 fights I lost. I had 2 knockout losses. I remember the last 2 years of my career, I was getting like dropped more than usual. And then I fought my last fight, and then I got iced in the first like minute. I was like, fuck, this fucking sucks. This sucks losing. It sucks getting dropped so easily.
Yeah.
And emotionally I was hurt. And then because I was emotionally hurt, if I competed any further, I would have got hurt even more. Yeah, so it was no good for me. I was like, I wasn't prepared to be fighting any longer. But fighting doesn't last forever, when you're hungry, that's when you can go hard. But when you're not hungry, that's when it becomes dangerous for you. And it was dangerous for me to keep on going. And then you got out of it, retired, hung up the gloves, sort of thing. And then that was a bit of a struggle coming out, transitioning out, because they became my identity, was that fighter, and then coming out of it, like, fuck, what do I do now? So to make that transition coming out of it, which a lot of athletes that's have trouble, especially if that's been their life, is trying to transition out into what to do next. You go from those, massive highs and experiencing those things to trying to figure out what you got to do next is quite hard. Well, I guess like maybe why a lot of athletes, not a lot, but some athletes turn to like drinking alcohol and drugs maybe, and trying to get that bit of a hit, that bit of a high again, because it's something that it's getting that high as a part of their life.
Yeah, hard to recreate that in a lot of ways, eh?
Yep. So I crossed over. Yeah, I went into footy, NRL, with the coaching, and then I started up my own business, providing support to male youth and foster care.
Oh, awesome, brother.
Yeah, so that's my main mahi right now. I've got that business going, and then do the ruck stuff on the side as well.
Yeah. Has that kind of like we just talked about, you being a kid and being frozen and the experiences, the fight, flight, freeze,
Yeah.
And going back to has that always been a passion of yours to go back and help children?
Yeah, because like I wish I had help. I wish I was, I wish I had help like growing up. I
Yeah.
was always looking for help, but fuck. Yeah. Maybe I did have help, but at the time I wasn't experiencing it. Yeah, I was just trying to fucking figure it out myself, and it's something else I got to snap out of is not trying to do everything myself. Just be able to
Oi,
lean on
oi.
others. Yeah.
I just like been delving into that like myself too. Like try to do everything myself, a tunnel vision. Like I got this, but like a lot of greats, all the greats can have help. Like have a solid
Yeah.
team, eh, brother. Like whatever
Yeah,
and whatever.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you're right. I
yeah,
reckon. Yeah,
yeah,
that's something I have to unlearn now is being okay to fucking you know to share
yeah,
the
yeah,
share the mahi and
yeah,
trying to fucking just do it on my own only, eh?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, so yeah, no, it's like that's all my experiences, childhood experiences, which led to fighting, and the fighting experiences, which led to uh, doing the mahi and supporting male youth. It's fulfilling for me. Like I found my purpose, and I guess I'm good at doing that, being able to support them because of the patience that I've went through. What it takes to become successful, and then experiencing those things myself, like feeling isolated,
Mm.
and then also through the fighting and the coaching experiences with the NRL, how to build connection, how to communicate, how to set belief into someone as well, or help make someone believe that they can do it.
Help install it in, yeah, like just help
Yeah,
help pump up what should be already there. Just gotta unlock it probably for them, eh?
yeah. I can't back all those years ago said you should give it a go, and I was like, if you did not say that, you would have, went all in.
Yeah, we might
We
not
would,
be sitting here, cuz
yeah,
on the Mind the Mic podcast. Yeah, might not be sitting here in the yard, my cuz. No, that's bro, that's some awesome mahi the job too, cuz like even the NRL stuff and what you see, but obviously with the tamariki, cuz like down the line that's a big thing that I would love to work in some way. I don't know how. Like I'm a bit up the gate with some of the shit that I say. So, probably won't be too look too good, but I'll just say what I think. I'll just say what I think. So you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. But I would love to, even if it's just feeding tamariki, like giving them sandwiches, because like growing up hungry, cuz pretty shit. Yeah, like go to school, pretty
yeah,
hungry. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. I always wanted to like set up that. Even like meals, like if I feel like homeless and all that stuff, that'd be like a big one too. But down the line, Nikas, mahi a te mahi, do the mahi first and see
yeah,
what we can, if we
yeah,
can create enough of a platform to do that kind of stuff. Me.
yeah, yeah.
Any advice, cuz, for anybody there, as the fellow who was scared every time he fought and didn't believe he had that much skill, but knew he could outwork it. He's going to give everything he could to outwork the person. Any advice for any fighters like coming up in the game?
I don't know. Like it's just one of those things. If you don't pull the trigger, you never know. Like yeah,
Pull the
yeah.
trigger, eh?
Pull the trigger. Yeah, if you're thinking about it, pull the trigger. Action it.
Yeah, action.
Yeah, yeah. Because you don't want to grow up and look back and go, "Fuck, what if?"
Cuz Kai, if you could only have one meal, like not a specific food, but an actual meal every day for the rest of your life, what meal would you choose?
Have to be a hung, yeah, because it has everything there.
Oh, yeah, true, hangi. I like it, cuz. Yeah, hangi. What are you gonna wash it down with?
Hey,
What are you washing it down with, cuz?
oh, I have to say water. I'm not saying anything else. I'm gonna say water.
Yeah, H2O. That's the one, brother. Smart. Kia ora te water. That's it, brother. Cuz, give us superpowers, cuzzy. In the realm of superpowers, if you could pick one of those superpowers, or even create one if you want to, which one would you choose and why?
I'm pretty sure I was watching a clip of yours. Was on your
You would have been,
on your page.
yeah, probably.
Someone that was saying that if there's a superpower about reading someone's mind.
Oh yeah, it was so Javier. So
That was a good
Javier.
one.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
good one, because it didn't make everyone else honest.
Yeah, I think someone said it, and then Javier, Javier 676. Yeah, he said. The first one. This was another, but a couple of people have said it. But he goes to me. I go, Docs, do you have to turn the notifications off? Like, just because too many notifications for your social medias. He's like, oh, Docs, I didn't even read my messages, Docs. And then I was like, oh, yeah, solid. And then after that, later on, he goes, he chose a superpower and it was read minds. And I go, Docs, you didn't even read your you didn't even read your messages. Why you gonna read minds? And started cracking up. But yeah, someone did say read minds. So you'll be reading minds. You want to read minds, Gus?
Yeah, I like that idea. It's we'll just create a lot more honest people,
Yeah. So do you want to be the one that you walk everywhere you can hear everybody's thoughts, or you have to turn it on?
I like to have a switch here, just like tune in someone. The kids can tell you, hey, I'll be training this morning. You tune in. Did you really train this morning? Nah. I said, hey, my oh, got you. What else?
What are you gonna be? Bullshit man. Bullshit.
Nicknames. I'll be definitely giving nicknames out.
James Te Huna, aka Bullshit Man. You're talking bullshit. Solid, guys. Hey, 10 years from now, Kazi, visualization. What does life look like for James Te Huna in 10 years from now?
Still trying to provide support and being able to share a lot more, and I don't know, just still working away, right? Just still working away, like just still serving, providing, serving, doing my mahi for my time on this earth.
Yeah, solid, brother. Well, Kazi, I just want to say, time's the most valuable commodity we have as human beings, Kazi. The one thing we can never get back. We can always get back money, things, but time spent is time lost. So big mihi to you for sharing over an hour of your time with me and anyone that listens to this for years to come. I hope one day, Kazi, we don't not only get to do this again, but maybe in the flesh and maybe a hangi with some H2O to wash it down, Kazi.
Joe, brother, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for watching this full episode of Mind the Mic. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to create these episodes. So to know that you've watched and listened to the entire thing means the world to myself and all our hosts. If you could, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode out to as many people as possible. It would help us so much. Thank you again to everybody that's still here, still watching. Thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all the DMs. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow us on every platform. Have an awesome morning. Have an awesome night, depending on where you are in the world. Mind the mic out.
Oi, have you hit the link in bio yet?
Watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms.